Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another high-quality foodie feature for you here on the channel, where this time Pizza Hut gets the focus, because after checking out a couple of variations of their Detroit-style pizza not that long ago, it's now time to go in the return of an item that was first introduced back in 1997. So buckle up, because we're about to get into 4 different versions of it. So here we go with the first one. Feast your eyes on the Edge from Pizza Hut, and in this case it's the ultimate variant, featuring a combination of toppings that include pepperoni, Italian sausage, green peppers, onions, and Roma tomatoes. And with all of those toppings stretching from edge to edge, hence the name, you can obviously see they're not playing around here, guys. This is a nice combination of the goodness right here. What it also features is a sweet tomato sauce along with a unique blend of cheese, garlic, and an herb seasoning that's only available on this pizza. So the peeps over at Pizza Hut were working on this one to make it really special for sure, guys. And I gotta say, this is looking pretty great. And naturally, with the premium thin crust looking as good as it does here, guys, I'm thinking this is gonna be pretty tasty, but a very nice presentation on this one. This is the ultimate variant of the Edge. Moving on to number 2, we've got the Carnivore, featuring a nice combination of pepperoni, ham, Italian sausage, and bacon. So definitely a meaty situation for sure on this one, guys. And of course, the same premium thin crust with all the good stuff that you heard me mention previously. A very lovely situation on this one, and definitely one to satisfy for any meat lover out there. This is looking pretty great. Up next is the Vegetarian, featuring a nice combination of green peppers, onions, mushrooms, and Roma tomatoes. And again, the premium thin crust action that we have on the Edge here is on display, guys. This is really a very nice presentation. And of course, with all those toppings stretching from edge to edge, it looks like every single piece here has got a nice amount of the good stuff on here, and a great alternative for those looking to do a pizza without meat. And last but certainly not least, we've got the Pepperoni Lovers. And guys, as always, lots of awesome looking pepperoni on top of the Edge pizza here, guys. This is looking pretty awesome. Of course, the thin crust action, as you know, from edge to edge, plenty of pepperoni all around. And of course, you've got to have a version like this on the menu, guys. This is just looking pretty awesome as well. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into all 4 of these so we can peep out that flavor. So if you're wondering, am I really sitting in the car with 4 pizzas right now? Yes, I absolutely am, and this is a blast to do, guys. So starting off with the ultimate, again, take a look at that. This is a very awesome situation we've got here, guys. The combination of all the toppings, again, stretch from edge to edge, and you can see the seasoning pretty nicely on this. This is looking really, really good. So let me do this very carefully here in the car. Let me pull up one of these pieces here. This is looking nice. Really, really nice, guys. Look at that. The seasoned goodness, you can see that all those seasonings are really popping pretty nicely. And again, the toastiness of that crust in the bottom, I'm digging that already. This is feeling nice and crispy in my hands. Let's give this a shot, guys. It's the ultimate variation of the all-new Edge. First time for me trying it. Here we go. Hold on. I'm getting a lightly salted Italian seasoning vibe with this. It's not over the top, but it's definitely elevated. So it's making my mouth water just a little bit, but in a nice way, guys. This combination is nice. I'm really digging the ultimate variations, or just like a combo type pizza whenever I get Pizza Hut. So I am really digging the quality. The Italian sausage is legit, and everything else on here. The peppers, a decent amount of the cheese, and again, the crispiness on the bottom. I am really digging the quality of this crust here. It doesn't feel like a cracker. It feels like a little bit more of a premium type of product. Let's keep going in. I am liking this a lot. It's just a nice balance of flavor with this one. It kind of feels like I'm having a supreme pizza, but a little bit on the thinner side naturally because of the Edge. And of course, the toppings are stretching from edge to edge, guys. I'm really digging the marketing name with this one here. It really looks pretty nice as well. And again, the crispiness of that crust is pretty awesome. Let's go for one more bite and then we'll move on. Pretty good. Yeah, that is pretty good, guys. It's gonna be kind of hard to top this one, but we're gonna move on for sure. So let me grab the second box here. In this case, it is the Carnivore. And again, a lovely situation of goodness. Look at that. The bacon action, the Italian sausage, the ham. I am really digging that. The pepperoni action as well too. This is looking really, really great, guys. I am really digging the way this looks here. And again, it doesn't feel like a cracker. I mean, it's a little bit thinner than thin, believe it or not, but the crispiness is on point. This is looking really, really good, guys. Let's give this a shot here. It's the Carnivore variant of the all-new Edge. At least new for me. Let's give it a shot. Wow, the bacon flavor is pretty strong on this, and it combines beautifully with the seasoning, guys. And again, that is one of the main highlights with this, that specially formulated herb seasoning that this has got. Nice situation with that as well. It's not overly greasy on the pepperonis as well too. And I gotta admit again, the crispiness is on point. Guys, just look at the thinness of that. This is looking really, really great. And again, the quality of the ham, bacon naturally as well too, and the seasoning together is a nice combination. This is pretty banging, guys, it is. Oh yeah. Definitely pretty awesome, and considering pepperoni is not my all-time go-to, believe it or not, I'm really more of an Italian sausage type of guy. I love the combination of the flavors of this one along with that seasoning. I'm telling you, the wild card is going to be the herb seasoning with this on top of all the other goodies, but nice quality. All right, moving on to the veggie, I believe. Let's give this one a shot, and it's very difficult doing this in the car with 4 boxes, but I'm having a blast doing it. Let's get a look at this one again. Wow, the presentation is no joke, guys. Look at that. From edge to edge, you can really see the goodness there. And the seasoning is just popping out ridiculous. It really looks great in the box. This veggie probably has, I think, some of the best presentations so far, aside from that ultimate variant. But guys, pretty nice already. Let me pick up one of these here. We'll give this a shot. And again, a non-meat alternative for you. Take a look at that. Looking really nice. It's almost got like a margarita vibe a little bit here, but looking really, really good, guys. Look at that. Look at how it's made. This is really made pretty perfectly. And again, the toastiness of that crust is on point. I am digging the quality of that look right there. Let's give this a shot, guys. The veggie variant of the Edge. Here we go. Man, these are all delicious. Wow. That's good. The mushroom and the onions are my favorite with this one already, and then the green peppers coming up on the back end, and the Roma tomatoes, all that good stuff as well. But guys, a lovely combination of goodness right there. Just take a look at that. Baked from edge to edge, and it's topped from edge to edge on top of it. And again, the quality of that seasoning, again, that is the wild card. I think that's the secret weapon with this one, on top of the quality of the crust. You can really tell this is a very thin crust, guys, and the quality is really speaking for itself here. You know, I think this can actually fill up maybe 2 or 3 people because the heartiness of it is really standing out. I mean, I'm diving into this with each bite, and it feels like it's very satisfying so far with the third one in that I'm going with here. And guys, again, the quality is pretty awesome. Let's keep going. Oh, yeah. You know, it's so hard to pick a favorite right now strictly because it may depend upon your mood. Sometimes you may want a pizza with meat, sometimes without. Obviously, you have this choice. This is really, really good. So just to round it out, let's do the Pepperoni Lovers. Now, you guys know how I feel about pepperoni. It's not my ultimate go-to, but when it looks as good as this, I am definitely going to make the exception against the rule over here, guys. This looks really, really good. I mean, look at that. And again, the seasoning is loaded on this. This doesn't look like your typical thin crust pizza to me. It's really got a lot more going on. So it feels a lot more high quality like that. All right, let me pull up this piece here. This one is looking pretty good. It looks like about each piece has about maybe 4 or 5 pepperonis here, depending upon the cut. But as you can see, that wild card, the seasoning is on display for you guys. It's really nice. And again, the toastiness on the bottom, a very lovely situation here. And here we go with the Pepperoni Lovers variant of the Edge. Let's do it. Heavy seasoning on this one. Oh, it's strong. A little on the salty side, but I like it because it's combining with the pepperoni, which is salty anyway, but nothing crazy. But with the cheese and that sweet sauce, that's a nice combination. Wow. Yeah, that's really good. And again, even though pepperoni is not my go-to, I am digging the quality of the seasoning along with it here, guys. The combination works extremely well. It's a little bit more elevated with this variant, and I think it's done like that for a reason, but guys, really nice. And again, take a look at the toastiness of the crust there. What you're gonna get on some of these pieces towards the end is a little caramelized cheese action, which is kind of nice. And again, the quality of everything here with the cheese, that sweet sauce, and overall just a lovely situation and flavor, guys. This is a pretty good variant of it as well. Well, I gotta say, it's a little over 80 plus degrees as I'm filming this one here in the quote-unquote mobile studio at the moment. And I gotta say, guys, even though I'm doing 4 pizzas in the car, this is extremely fun to check out. Considering it's my first time trying the Edge, I'm glad that I'm giving these a shot. And guys, the quality of the thin crust is pretty banging. It really is a pretty quality made pizza. So while I'm not gonna rate these individually because I was supplied these pizzas by Pizza Hut themselves to kind of check this out early to get my thoughts on them, let me just say I am so glad to have given this one a shot. But I gotta be honest, out of all the 4 that I've got here, I still am leaning towards the ultimate because I do like that. Rating-wise aside, they are very delicious. All of them are actually pretty good depending upon your mood. If you're not into meat, naturally you've got the veggie option, but there are plenty of other options that have all the toppings on there. And again, from edge to edge with the seasoning, the premium crust, the toastiness of the crust as well, really speaks for itself. And I gotta come back to it, guys, because the herb seasoning itself, that is the wild card. I firmly believe it to really generate the extra flavor push that I'm getting with this here, because the quality of the toppings is pretty awesome in general, but that seasoning is lighting it up even further. And again, with the premium crust, I'm glad to have been pushed over the edge, so to speak, in flavor, because this is definitely doing the job right now. No matter which version you get with this, I think you're gonna dig it. It's pretty tasty. Alright, so a couple of quick questions for you. First and foremost, do you remember the Edge when it first came out back in 1997? Did you actually give it a shot? And out of these current 2021 variations, which one are you personally looking forward to trying first? Drop some comments down below and definitely let me know. And with that, this is ENK closing out another high-quality foodie feature for you here on Peep This Out Reviews, bringing you brand new content every single week here on my channel. So stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Yes, sir, a thin and crispy crust loaded with toppings all the way to the edge. 4 times over. All right, everyone, until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Hey, thanks for checking out my look at the latest from Pizza Hut. But just in case you didn't see the content before this one, you can find it right up over here, along with what I think YouTube's gonna recommend for you to check out as well. As always, I think you'll find something to like in both of them, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. See ya.